Welcome back to Bluebell Island for episode 34 with me, MrSealyp. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. There's a song lyric in there somewhere. It's 6:31 in the morning. Why is it a new day, you ask? When I left you last on the golden days of farming Bluebell Island, I was doing tree surgery. I was clearing trees from around fields, etc, etc. That took me hours and hours of cutting trees, stump grinding, chopping the trees up, throwing them into the trailer, taking the trailer over. I put some screenshots up at the start that you've just seen, just to show you a few of the jobs I did up to night time when I ploughed field 21. We then fertilised, we then cultivated, I and then seeded. So field 21 is also ready to go. What I'm going to start off by doing is getting rid of the last of the logs at the sell point. I'm not wood chipping these ones, I am tipping them. I'm not going to make a huge amount of money. You don't, because they're all small little bits. But it's a bit of money. Let's close that back down. So, as you can see, overnight we did alright in selling all the wood chips that we sold, in selling, I think I've done a couple of loads of logs to here, the money we made overnight with milk. We've done alright. We're up to 500, my eyesight is terrible. 554,000, does that say? I hope so. So, this is going to go back. It'll gradually wind its way back over to where it needs to be. Sunflower is all harvested. I think I've got one field left that I planted the other day, which is still growing, but then to be fair it's morning and it could well be grown now. That was down at field 2. Field 1 is still untouched, haven't done anything with that. Field 3 has been harvested of the sunflower it had on it, but everything else has been done. We'll have a quick look at the map. So if we look at fruit types, I've now got all of these are cornfields. So 17, 16, 20, 18, 8A, 19 has still got the corn in it from before. Field 1 hasn't, you'll see in a moment. Field 3, 4. 4's been harvested, which we'll look at in a second. 2 still got sunflowers in. I've then got quite a few soybean fields to make a bit of money, and I've got a couple of OSR fields, 10 and 3 for pig food. I've also got wheat on 14, which I will put into storage for feed, and then we'll rotate round into barley again next time to supply the mill for malt. A lot going on. 15 has been harvested too, so if we now look at growth, you'll see what I mean. 15's been harvested, 4's been harvested, 1 still hasn't been done yet. I've got sugar beet in 8, which will need to be cleared. Hopefully in today's episode I'm going to make a start on my challenge type contract for Johnson & Johnson Farms. I've decided to use field 4 for the organic sugar beet, so that's going to be done all organically, no jiggery pokery going on there at all. I have also been given a contract, or asked for a contract, from Farmer Matty. And Farmer Matty has asked for 50 hay bales. He will give me, he needs them for his dairy farm, he will give me, for 50 hay bales, 25 cows. I say give me, in payment for 25 cows. That's not bad, I can't argue with that. So at some point I will make a start on, like I did before, mowing, tedding, windrowing and baling as many of the grass fields as I can possibly manage, and I will try to get 50 bales. That will probably mostly happen off screen, because I've done a lot of baling, I've done hay bales. There'll be little bits of it, there might be a mini montage here and there, or I might do what I did before in some screenshots just to show, kind of prove that I am actually doing it. So the sunflower I've got one load left to go into storage, then we'll see how much we've got, and I'll also see how much the price is at the stores. If the price is okay, I will sell some of the sunflower, and then we can get started. That is the plan. I don't always have a plan, but today I have. Fields are all growing around me very nicely. This I'm just going to pull up here. The animals have all been fed. I went round first thing at about 5:30ish, 5:45, went round and checked all the animals. So let's jump in here into the Fendt 800 Favorites with the Gilibert trailer on the back and 26,000 litres, I'd say. Let's tip it. And that's the last of the sunflower on hand. So what I've got in storage is all the sunflower off the island from my entire, that kind of sunflower island that I did. So let's have a quick look. In store, sunflower, 132,772 litres, and we have got a price of, that's interesting. The old mill is at 1,427, but Hillside Grains is climbing 1,428 and still climbing. So what I'm going to do is make a start on my other jobs, see how much that climbs to. If that plateaus, then I'll sell what I've got. If it continues to climb, I'll just leave it and get the best price I possibly can. It's not as good as the great demand price, but it's pretty good, I have to say. So let's park these up. Actually, the Gillibert's quite a big trailer. I might just pull this up here for the time being. I seem to be leaving tractors and trailers all over the place. Let's jump out here. Now, around the corner, I did also last night, I've got a full trailer of grass, because I became very aware when I fed the sheep during the night, realised I was almost out of grass, so I needed some more. Over to field 4, which is going to be our new organic sugar beet field. I have already bought over the New Holland. Every time I forget the number, terrible. 8340 with the high spec slurry spreader. So let's turn the engine and let's get that spreading. So first step, I'm going to get some slurry on the field. This is probably going to run down fairly quickly, I would imagine, so I might just go back and get some more, but that's not too much of a problem. And as you'll notice, looking around, or you might notice, some of these fields look considerably different. For the simple fact that I did go around and trim away trees all over the place where it was needed. And on some fields it really was needed. I did all the ones I knew about, and then when I was going around reseeding fields and preparing everything, it became glaringly obvious that there were ones that I had completely missed. So I had to go back over with the stump grinder, take the trees out, reload the trailer, and It just took a while, took a long time, because they weren't your standard trees. It wasn't even like you think, well, you know what, it might even be worth investing in the in leasing the Scorpion King or something like that. The Scorpion King won't work on these sorts of trees, so there wasn't really a lot of point. That was way off, but never mind. So then we will, this doesn't need ploughing. I think this got ploughed before the last lot, so hopefully this will just need cultivating. So we'll do that. I think I missed a bit just on the end here, didn't I? I was so busy chatting I missed a bit. Now, this is being posted while I'm away on holiday. I normally back up a couple, take them with me, and provided the internet's okay where I am, I upload some videos interspersed with Twitter pictures and various different things I've seen on my travels. You probably would have already seen as well by now the latest instalment from MrSealyp on tour farm visits with Silly G, which was its usual insanity. Oh dear, I don't know. She does make me laugh. This is actually going to last. This will do the whole field. I'm really quite pleased with that. Now, the one minor problem I do have just dawned on me actually. If I'm going to do this organically, my seeder has a fertiliser spreader in it, and the other seeder I have doesn't do sugar beet. So, what to do? That's a tricky one. Right, let's refill this while I'm here. I've got plenty of slurry, should be fine. Okay. The animals are all very healthy, very happy, they're all fed, well looked after, everything is going incredibly well with them. Oh, that reminds me, before I forget as well, I've got all these little bits and bobs going on. I completely forgot, I got so caught up in moving the, or sorting out the wood, selling the logs. The other thing I was doing, up early sorting out the animals. I said that should have jogged my memory, shouldn't it? The delivery of pigs from Johnson & Johnson started arriving at the docks, so I leased the Betamax animal trailer and I've been bringing them over, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, the last of those is at the docks now in the trailer. I think there's 5 left, I think, to collect. They need to be brought over. Completely forgot. A lot of equipment needs washing actually as well. Filthy stuff. Let's put this in here. I did also buy the stump grinder in the end. Where am I going to? Let's grab the... What can I use for a while? Yeah. Let's go over to the old docks and see what we got. I am going to take over the Fiat Agri. That's going to do the subsoiling. Oh, actually, I don't need the cultivator, do I? Oh, I'm not sure. I'll check the map. I know that field 15 needs subsoiling, but I don't think field 4 does. So, oh wow, the corn's looking good over there. Fantastic. Easily distracted. Yes, I think so. Once all of those cornfields are ready to harvest, it's going to be a massive silage harvest. Bring it all down here and stick it in one of the bunkers. Ah, there we go. There's the Betamax trailer. Should have 5 pigs in it, hopefully. Pull that forward. One, two, three, 4. Oh, there's a black one. 5. There you go. Couldn't see it. Hidden away in the shadows. Okay, so let's get these back. And that's all of the pigs from Johnson & Johnson. A pleasure doing business with you. Starting to think I might need to invest in buying one of these. I think it's only 24,000 to buy. If I'm going to be transporting cows, if I do that contract for Farmer Matty, and if I do any more jobs where I get paid in pigs and that kind of thing, I keep leasing it, but it might, you know, might be just as good business sense to buy one. Let's drop that down. Don't know why I just put the lights on, but never mind. And let's unload them. 82 we're up to now. Wow. 87. Fantastic, right. So that's it. That's all of the pigs from, or organic pigs. So now I've just got to work on the organic sugar beet to keep their pigs going strong. Now, what do I need next? Oh yeah, check the map, because I'm pretty sure how we're looking. Hillside Grains, sunflower 1433, still going up, and at the old mill it's now going down, so I'll keep an eye on that. What we're looking at, growth on field 4. Soil composition, yes, it doesn't need ploughing. I have set off the Fiat Agri on 15 because it did need ploughing, so that's been subsoiled now. 4 doesn't, so I can get away with cultivating. So I'll go and grab the cultivator, give that a going over with the cultivator. Then we'll be ready to get some seed in the ground. I'm going to have to lease a seeder. I've looked in there, and all of the seeders that don't have a fertiliser attachment don't do sugar beet. The ones that do sugar beet all have fertiliser attachments. So what I'll do is fill up with seed, and rather than set a worker, I'll just do it myself. That way I can get away with just putting seed in the ground and not fertiliser. That way I can keep it 100% organic. So what I'll probably do now is cultivate, then I might spread some manure on it, then seed, then I'll leave it in the first growth stage, then weed. I think is probably the best thing to do. At some point start thinking about how I'm going to produce 50 hay bales. for that. So let's drop that down. Okay, I need to head up to the store. So, up at the store, the bureau is already here. There's a reason for that. Again, I've just remembered what I was doing with that. These two fertilizer spreaders that I got early on because they were cheap and easy to use, I'm getting rid of them both. That's not too bad. And I'm going to get a slightly larger, more modern one because I've got a bit of money, and you know what, why not? I'm doing the fields at quite a rate, so I think now I was going to go with the braid out. I've used that a lot. The Exacta EL700 is only 200 litres more than the ones I just got rid of. So what I'm going to do is go with the Kuhn Axis 40.2 M-EMC-W. Not a mouthful at all. It's got a 25 metre width and it takes 3,200 litres, so that's going to make doing this far easier. So let's select that. I believe that's part of the Kuhn, oh, it says underneath there, doesn't it? Kuhn pack. Yes, it's part of the Kuhn pack. So let's buy. A kind of move into the 21st century. That's bigger than I thought. Okie dokie. I might need a front weight on the bureau. Nice bit of kit though. So, right. The other thing I was going to do is look at the seeders while I'm up here then. Because this is what I'm talking about. If I look at the Kverneland, I think it's Kverneland, Accord, I thought that's alright, that's small, that's not too bad. It only does wheat, barley, OSR, soybean, cover crop and grass. I need soybean, not soybean, sugar beet. Click on the next one which does sugar beet. That does seed and fertilizer. That does the other crops. That does seed and fertilizer, which is the one I've already got, but I've got seed and fertilizer in it, so I can't empty it out and waste it, so I might have to just lease one and not put any fertilizer in it, I think. So I'm thinking the Amazon ED3000C, I'm going to lease that for 1,040, and then what I'll do is I'll have to come back for it, but I'll only put seed in that, and then I will actually do it manually rather than set a worker, because if you don't put fertilizer in it, when you try to set a worker it stops because it needs to be refilled. So that does mean it's only a 4-station one, isn't it? 3 meters wide. Yeah, that does mean that it's going to take me a little while to do it, but it will get the job done and it will be organic. So that's kind of what we're aiming for. That is the plan. Now this may require a weight, so let's see how much it's got. That looks huge, doesn't it? Actually, that's not too bad. Mind you, once I get some fertilizer in that. But this is going to make the whole fertilizer spreading so much easier. The farm is becoming modernized. Question is, when I sell the sugar, the sunflower, if I do make a bit of money on that, do I consider buying a new tractor, something a bit more modern? Not massive, but you know, just something a bit, I don't know. It's a big decision. It's going to get expensive, isn't it? See if it leans back on the suspension. That's a lot. Actually seems to be okay. I'm really quite surprised by that. Let's get that back to the farm. Cultivating's probably almost done, which means I need to do a bit of muck spreading on that field. Might as well get the eggs while I'm here. There are a few. I'm going to make a fortune when I sell these eggs. Right, that's that done. So, manure into the muck spreader. Oh, check the prices. Keep checking. 1435 and still climbing. General store still climbing, but it's not anywhere near that. Okay. Okay, might need to sell the sunflower in the next episode. We'll see how we get on. Swing this round. I brought over the telehandler. It's got a bigger bucket, so it'll be quicker to fill this up. And I've got the Massey Ferguson 699. I've got the major muck spreader. Let's open up the top section. Jump out there. And load this up. Shouldn't take too long at all with this. That's one bucket. I think this field's probably going to need a couple of runs with the major muck out because it hasn't got a huge capacity. But it will get the job done. That is it. Okay, right. Close that back down. Need to remember how to do this. Up there. And off it goes. Nice. So if you're watching, David, all organic, just as you requested. Fantastic. Right, what I'll do is let that carry on, and I'll see you in a bit when hopefully we'll be almost finished with the muck spreading. So the major muck out has completed its task, or the worker has, pulling the major muck out. What I've done in the meantime is brought over the Deutz with the Amazon, was it ED3000, something like that, wasn't it? ED3000C or something. Yes. Jump out of there. That's a bit steeper than I thought. Yeah, so I've got the seeder. I've only put seed in it, no fertiliser, and I've borrowed the front seed tank from the setup with the New Holland T6160. This should work. I have to do it myself. Got it set on sugar beet. Let's turn it on. Drop it down. Fingers crossed. We are seeding. Fantastic. That is working. Won't let me set a worker, but that's fine, I don't need to. So that's it. Field 4, we are seeding. This is all organic. It's been slurried, it's been cultivated, it's been manure spread. I'm putting the seed in the ground with no fertiliser. So on the first growth stage I will then weed. The problem is it does this, doesn't it? I can go over it, but that's not a problem. And this is it. Organic sugar beet in the ground. That should grow just fine. And that is the end of another episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. We are getting jobs done for other people, which is always nice. We are getting something in return for those jobs, which is also nice. If you have enjoyed it, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do, as always. Thanks for watching.